Listen carefully, because sometimes the very things you give the most become the very things that destroy you the fastest. Your love, your trust, your effort, your heart, when given without balance, can turn into the reasons you break. Listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you is not just a message. It is a mirror, a truth we all ignore until it hurts us deeply. If you love too much, you will be cheated. Not because love is wrong, but because excessive love blinds you to the intentions of those who never deserved your heart in the first place. If you speak too much, you will lie. Not because you are dishonest, but because the more you talk, the more you stretch truths, over-explain your worth, and lose the power of silence, which is often more valuable than any words you could ever say. If you cry too much, you will lose your sight. Not just the sight in your eyes, but the sight of who you are, the sight of your inner strength, the sight of the road you were born to walk. If you think too much, you will be depressed, not because thinking is wrong, but because overthinking traps you in a world of doubts, fears, illusions, and imaginary disasters that never existed. If you care too much, you will be taken for granted, not because caring is weak, but because giving too much of yourself makes people forget your value. If you trust too much, you will be betrayed. Not always because people are evil, but because blind trust hands them the power to break you without even trying. And if you work too much, you will lose your life. Not your income, not your achievements, but your life itself. The moments, the relationships, the experiences that make existence worthwhile. So don't be too much, because that too much can hurt you so much. This message is not about becoming cold. It is not about suppressing your feelings, and it is not about shutting the world out. It is about balance, awareness, and self-respect. Life is not measured in extremes. It is balanced by limits, boundaries, and a deep understanding of your own worth. The more you give without limit, the more life teaches you through pain that even goodness needs control. Even kindness needs direction. Even love needs protection. You must understand that loving someone does not mean losing yourself. Speaking your truth does not mean explaining everything. Crying does not mean surrendering. Thinking does not mean drowning in your thoughts. Caring does not mean breaking yourself to fix others. Trusting does not mean becoming blind. Working does not mean abandoning your soul. Life is balance. Give, but don't empty yourself. Love, but don't bury your self-worth. Care, but don't break your boundaries. Trust, but don't abandon your instincts. Work, but don't sacrifice your inner peace. You must learn that every too much comes with a hidden warning. Too much love turns into neglect for your own heart. Too much talking shifts into noise that no one hears. Too much crying drains your spirit. Too much thinking traps you. Too much caring erases you. Too much trust blinds you. Too much work steals you. You must learn to protect yourself emotionally, mentally, and and spiritually. Because the world does not reward those who give endlessly. It rewards those who know when to stop. It rewards those who know how to value themselves. It rewards those who understand that their energy is precious, their time is priceless, and their soul is irreplaceable. Some people will take everything if you let them. Some situations will drain everything if you allow them. And some habits will destroy everything if you don't control them. That is why balance is not optional. It is essential. You need to learn to love, but not lose yourself. Trust, but not abandon your intuition. Speak, but not reveal your entire heart to those who don't deserve it. Work, but not at the cost of your happiness. Listen carefully, because this might be the moment that saves you from years of pain. Look at your life. Look at the moments when you were hurt the most. Look at the times when you were betrayed, rejected, taken advantage of, or left behind. Almost every time, it happened because you were too much of something. You cared too much. You trusted too much. You loved too much. You tried too hard. You waited too long. You gave too freely. And you expected too sincerely. The world did not break you. The imbalance did. But here's the truth. The same heart that broke you when it gave too much can become your weapon of strength when it learns to balance. The same mind that hurt you when it overthought can become your greatest tool when it learns to focus. The same trust that betrayed you can become your wisdom when you give it to the right people. The same work that exhausted you can become your success when you combine it with rest. Your greatest weaknesses can become your greatest strengths when you know how to use them. Remember, love is powerful when it is given to the right person. Trust is beautiful when it is earned, not offered blindly. Caring is precious when it is shared with those who appreciate it. Speaking is meaningful when your words are chosen wisely. Thinking is powerful when it leads to action, not anxiety. Working is honorable when it builds your life, not destroys it. You are not meant to give endlessly without receiving. You are not meant to break yourself for people who wouldn't lift a finger for you. You are not meant to destroy your peace to keep anyone else comfortable. You are not meant to live in extremes. You are meant to live in balance. So listen carefully. Being too much is not strength. It is self-neglect. You need to learn to step back, breathe, reflect, and protect your energy. Because your energy determines your life. Your boundaries determine your emotions. Your self-control determines your peace. Your balance determines your happiness. The day you learn to control your too much, you will begin to heal. You will begin to grow. You will begin to understand your power. You will begin to value yourself. And when you value yourself, the world will learn to value you too. Never forget this. The world treats you exactly how you treat yourself. If you love yourself too little, others will do the same. If you respect yourself too little, others will follow. If you allow too much, others will take too much. If you give too much, others will expect too much. Balance is the language of self-respect. Boundaries are the guardians of peace. Self-awareness is the root of strength. And emotional control is the foundation of power. You don't have to be cold. You just have to be wise. You don't have to stop loving. You just have to stop overgiving. You don't have to stop caring. You just have to stop neglecting yourself. You don't have to stop trusting. You just have to trust slowly. You don't have to stop working. You just have to rest too. Life is not asking you to be less. It is asking you to stop being too much. Because when you master balance, you master peace. When you master peace, you master clarity. And when you master clarity, you master life. So listen carefully. Not everyone deserves the deepest parts of you. Not every place deserves your energy. Not every situation deserves your emotions. Protect yourself, balance yourself, and value yourself. Because you only break when you forget your own worth. And the moment you remember it,